Hello and welcome to Farm Matters. In this tutorial we will be looking at how to add a cattle purchase. If I begin by choosing the cattle tab at the top of the screen and then on farm and events, you will see this brings up my grid of current animals on farm. If I then choose an animal, right click on it, choose events and then purchase. This will then take us to the add purchase screen. You can then start to populate the fields with the information as required. You can put the move from and the move to. As you can see, when you hover over the move from and the move to, if you then left click whilst holding over them, you will see this brings up the information for the location you've chosen. This is just to help you verify that these are the correct details. I can then continue to put the information in and then click Next. I am then taken to this mini grid. If I wish to add animals, I can do this in a variety of ways. I can choose to add them manually by using the green plus icon here and then entering the information of the animal I would like to add. You can also import animals using CSV files or EID readers using the buttons highlighted. Another way to add animals into this event is by using the barcode. Simply choose the barcode icon here and then you can scan the barcodes and the animals will be added into your mini grid. You can also see the button highlighted here, which is for defaulting. You can choose if you want the defaulting on, off or for sessions only. In this example I will choose for session only. You can then choose any of the options you would like to default to. In this example, I'll use the status and the breed. And then if we click Save, and then we look to add an animal manually, you'll see this is now being defaulted to the options that we've asked it to. You may also wish to turn on extra columns in this mini grid, and you can do that by choosing the grid setup button here. So for example, if I wanted to know the weight of the animal, we would turn on the weight, click OK, and as you can see, that is now being added. We can then click Next and Next again until we come to the final summary screen. When you get to the summary screen, it is important to give the information one final check to ensure you're happy with everything that you have input. It is also worth mentioning that even though the boxes tick to add movements to BCMS submissions list, you will still need to submit these. We can then click Finish and the purchase is now being complete. If you need to add prices after your purchase, you can do this by going to the Past Purchases tab. You can then right click on the animal and then to Purchase Prices, where you can then add the price of what you've paid for the animal and then click Save, and this information will have been added to the record. You can alter the settings of this event to suit your own personal needs. If you go back into the event, you will see in the bottom left the settings icon. You can then use the drop down menus to change the information to set these to your default values. You can also use the magnifying glasses to search for things at the right hand side. You can also add animals automatically to batches by using these buttons here. We can then click OK and these settings will then be the default settings. If you need to edit or undo the event, simply go to the Edit Undo Events tab. You can then choose the animal, right click and choose View Edit Event, where you can edit the information that's as required. If you would like to undo the event completely, simply go to Past Events and then Purchases, find the animal, right click, choose Management and then Undo Purchase. You will see the yellow box asking the confirmation that you understand that if you delete the animal, you will delete all associated records that are shown above. Then click yes, undo, and then the animal purchase will have been undone. Hopefully, some of the things you've watched will help you maximise your use of the program. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and click the subscribe button below.